Welcome to Epic Sports Stories. Today, we will bring you the fascinating story of a remarkable sports movie, The Blind Side. A film widely regarded as one of the most inspiring and entertaining football movies ever made. Starring Sandra Bullock, who delivered an outstanding performance that earned her prestigious awards, including both the Academy Award and the Golden Globe. The movie quickly became a massive success. Not only did it impress critics, but it also achieved incredible box office results, earning more than 10 times its production budget. Released 14 years ago, the film's original title in Thailand translates warmly to "This Mother Has Only True Love." The Blind Side is a compelling portrayal inspired by the true story of Michael Oher, a young African-American boy whose childhood was filled with hardships. Growing up without opportunities, Michael faced countless struggles, pain, and loneliness throughout his early years. He constantly changed homes, was abandoned by his father, and had a mother who suffered from drug addiction. This left Michael without any support or stability in life. Academically, he struggled greatly, managing a grade point average of just 0.76. Despite these difficulties, Michael had one notable strength: his exceptional physical stature, standing at 193 centimeters tall, which naturally positioned him for success in sports, particularly American football. Michael Oher's childhood was extremely challenging. Growing up without the presence of his father and having a mother who struggled heavily with drug addiction, Michael faced constant hardships and instability. He spent his childhood moving from place to place, often feeling unwanted and rejected, even by relatives who eventually pushed him away. Living in a tough neighborhood surrounded by poverty and violence, Michael had limited opportunities to better himself. He lacked access to basic education, struggled academically, and earned a grade point average of only 0.76. Life didn't offer him many chances, nor did it offer him hope for a better future. Despite these struggles, Michael possessed one remarkable quality that made him stand out from others: his physical size. At 16 years old, Michael was already towering at 193 centimeters tall, a physical trait that seemed perfectly suited for American football, a sport requiring exceptional physicality and strength. One night, Michael faced yet another painful moment when his relatives forced him out of their home. Without anywhere to go, he wandered aimlessly through the streets, eventually ending up at his school's gymnasium, where he intended to spend the night. This is when, by chance, Michael's life took a remarkable turn. That evening, the Tuohy family happened to drive past and spotted Michael in distress. The Tuohys, consisting of Mother Lee Ann, Father Sean, their eldest daughter Collins, and youngest son S.J., were a prominent and wealthy family in Memphis, owners of over 115 franchise restaurants across Tennessee. Epic Sports Stories finds this moment truly powerful because, despite Michael's intimidating physical appearance, Lee Ann, portrayed beautifully by Sandra Bullock, chose compassion over fear. Recognizing him as a schoolmate of her children, she offered Michael temporary shelter at their home. Initially, she invited him to stay overnight, allowing him to sleep on the sofa. From that very first night, Lee Ann began to see beyond Michael's intimidating appearance. She discovered a kind-hearted young man whose only real shortcoming was the lack of opportunities in life. It was at this point that Lee Ann made the life-changing decision to step in and offer Michael the support and care he desperately needed. After that first night, Lee Ann began to understand Michael better, gradually uncovering the gentle personality hidden beneath his intimidating exterior. Epic Sports Stories finds this part especially touching because Lee Ann quickly realized Michael wasn't merely a troubled teenager. Behind that towering physique was a genuinely kind-hearted and gentle soul someone who simply lacked love and opportunity throughout his life. As she spent more time with Michael, Lee Ann's perception of him changed completely. She saw the emotional scars from his childhood, with a mother struggling with drug addiction and the pain of abandonment that had shadowed him for years. This motivated her even more to step in fully and help transform Michael's life for the better. What started as a temporary offer of shelter quickly evolved into genuine care and compassion. Lee Ann committed herself wholeheartedly to supporting Michael in every possible way, whether it was helping him academically, emotionally, or even simply providing the comfort of a loving family environment. Michael, who had rarely experienced genuine care before, began to thrive under Lee Ann's guidance. The presence of someone who believed in him, someone who showed genuine interest in his well-being, changed everything. Epic Sports Stories believes this showcases how powerful love and kindness can be in reshaping a person's future. The profound impact Lee Ann had on Michael not only lifted him out of despair, but it also helped him slowly regain his confidence and sense of self-worth. Little by little, he started experiencing joy in his life, something that had seemed impossible before he met the Tuohy family. The Tuohys began investing considerable resources into Michael's future. They hired private tutors to improve his academic performance, which led to an impressive improvement in his grades, raising his grade point average from a mere 0.76 to a respectable 2.52. This boost in academic performance wasn't just important for his self-esteem, it was crucial for his athletic dreams, as Michael needed to achieve better grades to qualify for his school's football team. On the sports side, the family went above and beyond to provide Michael with extensive football coaching. They explained tactics clearly and patiently, helping him understand the strategic aspects of American football in depth. For the first time, Michael was able to grasp complex game plans and strategies such as offensive and defensive schemes, and he began to excel on the field. Thanks to this tremendous support, Michael's confidence grew rapidly. Having a secure place to stay, consistent meals, and adequate clothing allowed him to fully concentrate on developing his football skills. With improved focus, Michael's talent quickly became apparent, and he soon earned a starting position as the tackle on his high school football team. In this critical position, his primary role was to protect the quarterback from opponents' attacks, ensuring the team's offensive plays succeeded. Michael Oher, as a tackle, had the crucial responsibility of guarding this blind side. His role was to shield the quarterback from those unseen attacks, providing safety and allowing the quarterback the chance to execute passes or runs effectively, ultimately helping the team score points. In a symbolic parallel to his role on the football field, Michael's personal life also had blind spots. He faced constant dangers and struggles from directions he couldn't anticipate or defend against. Just like the quarterback who needs a tackle to protect him, Michael needed someone to step into his life, shielding him from unseen hardships and providing him with opportunities to flourish. That protector, as portrayed in the movie, was the Tuohy family. In essence, Epic Sports Stories sees the title The Blind Side as a powerful metaphor. It emphasizes that sometimes success and survival depend not only on individual strength or skill, but also on the support and protection provided by others. For Michael Oher, the Tuohy family was precisely that protection. They stood firmly by his side, helping him confront life's invisible challenges, both on and off the football field. Here, Epic Sports Stories believes, is a valuable lesson for all of us, that sometimes true strength lies not only within ourselves, but also in those who step up to protect and support us in our most vulnerable moments. That's exactly what makes The Blind Side more than just a sports film. It's a heartfelt story about humanity, compassion, and protecting one another from life's unseen obstacles. After graduating from high school, Michael received scholarship offers from 4 major universities, an impressive achievement considering the challenging circumstances of his early life. Among these opportunities, Michael ultimately chose to attend the University of Mississippi, a decision influenced in part by the fact that both Leigh Ann and Sean Tuohy, his adoptive family, were alumni of the institution. At the University of Mississippi, Michael's life began to flourish in remarkable ways. His academic performance continued to improve significantly, allowing him to succeed both in the classroom and on the football field. Over the course of his 4-year college career, Michael's outstanding athletic abilities didn't go unnoticed. He became a recognized talent, earning the prestigious honor of being named an All-American, one of the highest accolades achievable by a college football player. Epic Sports Stories believes this period was crucial in Michael's journey. He not only graduated successfully with his college degree, but also positioned himself as one of the country's top football prospects, attracting attention from professional NFL teams across the United States. In the 2009 NFL Draft, Michael Oher reached another incredible milestone when he was selected in the first round as the 23rd overall pick by the Baltimore Ravens. He signed a rookie contract worth $13.8 million, reflecting his immense potential and value to the team. Michael went on to play 7 successful seasons in the NFL, proving himself as an elite athlete at the highest level of professional football. But his greatest achievement came when he reached the pinnacle of his career, winning a coveted Super Bowl championship, a moment that solidified his legacy and fulfilled the dream that many young athletes aspire to achieve. After Michael was successfully drafted into the NFL, renowned sports author Michael Lewis, the same writer famous for Moneyball, took interest in Oher's compelling story. Lewis decided to capture Michael's remarkable life in a book, highlighting his struggles, triumphs, and the essential role played by the Tuohy family in guiding him from hardship to success. Following the publication of Lewis's book, major Hollywood studio 20th Century Fox saw great potential in bringing this inspiring story to the big screen. They promptly secured the rights to adapt the book into the hit film we now know as The Blind Side. According to reports, Fox paid approximately $350,000 to Lewis for the film rights and another $350,000 directly to the Tuohy family. Epic Sports Stories finds it interesting that the amount received by the Tuohy family was evenly divided into 5 equal shares, allocated individually to Leigh Ann, Sean, Collins, SJ, and Michael himself. This equitable distribution highlighted the family's genuine intention to fairly share the proceeds derived from telling their story. When the movie was released, it touched millions around the globe, becoming not just a box office hit, but also inspiring countless people. Viewers were deeply moved by the portrayal of how an act of kindness toward a boy who once lacked opportunities could dramatically transform a life and create a positive role model for society. Instead of Michael potentially falling into crime or drugs, as many children in similar situations unfortunately do, the Tuohy's support allowed him to grow into a respected professional athlete and a true inspiration. Leigh Ann, in particular, gained widespread recognition after the film's success. She leveraged her newfound popularity positively, establishing her own charitable foundation, becoming a published author, and even taking to stages across America as a motivational speaker. Michael claimed that Leigh Ann and Sean Tuohy never truly adopted him, as depicted in the movie The Blind Side. Instead, he alleged they convinced him to sign legal guardianship documents when he was young and unaware of the implications. According to Michael, these documents gave the Tuohys full legal authority over his finances without his consent or full understanding. Additionally, Michael accused the family of intentionally withholding significant information about the film's true earnings. He said the actual earnings from the film rights included $225,000 up front, plus a substantial 2.5% of the film's overall box office revenue, a detail he alleges the Tuohy family deliberately concealed. Despite The Blind Side earning over $300 million worldwide, Michael stated he never received his rightful share from these profits. Furthermore, Michael expressed deep frustration and anger about how he was portrayed in the movie. He argued the film exaggerated his lack of intelligence, implying he was incapable of understanding even basic football tactics without the help of the Tuohy's son, S.J. According to Michael, this portrayal severely damaged his reputation, affecting how teammates, coaches, and fans perceived him throughout his NFL career. Epic Sports Stories recognizes the weight of these accusations, especially considering Michael's claims that Lee Ann Tuohy, in particular, leveraged his life story and image to build her own successful career as an author and motivational speaker, earning significant amounts of money, none of which Michael reportedly received. These revelations have cast serious doubt on the once heartwarming narrative told in The Blind Side, leaving many fans stunned and divided. Michael's allegations have sparked a heated debate about ethics, family bonds, trust, and financial fairness, forcing audiences to reconsider how true-life stories are sometimes adapted and represented by Hollywood. As the legal battle between Michael Oher and the Tuohy family unfolded, it became clear that the once close bond they shared had fractured beyond repair. For years, the public had embraced The Blind Side as a heartwarming story of compassion, resilience, and success. But behind the uplifting Hollywood narrative, a much more complicated reality was taking shape. Michael's lawsuit was not just about money. It was about control, trust, and the feeling of being manipulated. He expressed deep disappointment upon realizing that he had never been legally adopted, despite believing for years that he was part of the Tuohy family in every sense. Learning that he had instead been placed under a conservatorship without fully understanding what it meant left him feeling betrayed. For Michael, the revelation wasn't just a legal technicality. It struck at the core of his personal identity. He had always credited the Tuohys for changing his life, for giving him opportunities he never would have had on his own. But now, he questioned whether their generosity had truly been unconditional or if there had always been an underlying financial motivation. From the Tuohy's perspective, the lawsuit felt like an unjustified attack. They maintained that they had acted in Michael's best interest and that the conservatorship had been necessary to help him navigate complex legal and financial decisions. They also insisted that they never withheld money from him, pointing out that he had earned millions from his NFL career and that their financial support had never been about personal gain. Yet, no matter the truth, the damage was done. Michael no longer saw the Tuohys as his family, and they, in turn, felt deeply hurt by his accusations. The love and trust that once defined their relationship had crumbled, replaced by resentment and public scrutiny. For those who had followed Michael's journey from the beginning, the legal battle was disheartening. What had once been a story of hope now felt like a cautionary tale about the complexities of human relationships, the blurred lines between generosity and self-interest, and the lasting impact of unresolved wounds. And that wraps up the incredible, complex, and sometimes heartbreaking story of Michael Oher and The Blind Side. His journey from hardship to NFL stardom is one of the most inspiring sports stories ever told. But as we've seen, real life doesn't always match the Hollywood version. The legal battle between Michael and the Tuohy family has left many questions unanswered. Was their relationship built on genuine care, or was it influenced by money and control? Was Michael truly exploited, or is this a tragic misunderstanding between people who once considered each other family? No matter which side you believe, one thing is certain. Michael Oher's determination and resilience took him further than anyone could have imagined. His story reminds us of the power of perseverance, the importance of opportunity, and how even the most uplifting tales can have unexpected twists. But now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this situation? Do you side with Michael Oher, or do you believe the Tuohy family acted fairly? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going. And if you love sports stories, like this, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video, and subscribe to Epic Sports Stories for more incredible true stories from the world of sports. Turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Because trust me, we have more fascinating stories coming your way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.